And I'll also um, mute everyone for now, and um, we'll go off mute later, I think. Let's see. Do you see yourselves muted?
No, participants?
Mute all.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a quick check, Karuna, just between you and I, because we're logged in. Are you muted or am I muted? You can hear me. All right, thanks for bearing with me. All right, so just hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and thank you to Christine and Karuna for being the leaders of this amazing community. And Liz, it's great to meet you. Um, and I think we're just gonna, I know we kind of, like we said, we got like a little bit of this and a little bit of that going on everywhere. So we're just gonna kind of like get right into the flow of this time that we've put aside together to pause and to reflect. So we'll start with a few minutes of silence, probably 2 to 3 minutes of silence, and I'll just keep the time for us. So you're welcome to sit comfortably, close your eyes, get into some deep breaths, and just let go of anything that might feel a little tethered at the moment. And we'll just be there in that space together for a few minutes. We'll hold one more minute of silence, and when the silence is complete, I'll say amen. Amen. We can come back together. Hope the silence was a nice pause for all of you. Um, and so, in your silent time in this moment, a few questions to kind of like see and check in with yourself at the moment. Um, is there maybe something painful that's coming to mind in the moment? Is there something that you're grateful for? Um, are you thinking of a loved one? So the kind of question to ask yourself right now is what on the top of my heart right now? And you're welcome to put your hand to your heart if you want to feel that on a few levels. What is on the top of your heart right now? And whatever that might be that's on the top of your heart right now, is it something that you can name in one word? Find that word and sit with it. So, whatever it is that might be on the top of your heart right now. You can write that word, write it on your hand, maybe with your finger, write it on your hand or on the floor or on your leg or on your arm, whatever kind of feels right. Just take that word and spell it out. It might be a person's name, it might be a feeling, it might be a circumstance, whatever that is, that's on the top of your heart together. We'll just write that out. So I'm going to write out my word on my hand. And especially because we're all muted right now and it's still kind of keeping us all in our individual internal spaces, you're welcome to say that word out loud if it feels like something that you need to put out into your space. So our next question, for whatever it is that is on the top of your heart right now, is it something that you need to make space for? Is it something you need to release? Or is it something that needs to be nurtured? So your one word of what's on the top of your heart right now, do you need to make space for it? Do you need to release it? Or do you need to nurture it? So is it something to make space for, release, or nurture? And again, staying in silence. Um, we're gonna do some hand motions. You're all welcome to open your eyes if you like, or you can just listen and I can talk through it. With whatever that word is and the way that you feel you need to respond to that word right now. If it's something feel you need to make space for, we're gonna go off of a few kind of like little like gardening hand motions. So if you need to make space for it, you can kind of separate the soil a little bit and plant a little seed. If it's something you need to release, we can kind of dig it up, yank it out, weed it, get it out of the way. And if it's something you need to nurture, pat down the soil, make sure that seed's in there, pour some water on it, maybe put some light on it. So whatever it is, if it's something you feel you need to make space for, if it's something you feel like you need to release, or something you feel like you need to nurture, um, give some time now for the hand movements. So again, you can make space and plant the little seed. If it's something that you need to, whatever it is that's on the top of your heart, if it's something you need to release and weed out, or if you need to nurture and water it. So we can all do our hand motions together. Feel free to kind of repeat them a few times just to seal it and make sure that you're giving space and acknowledgement to what you're feeling on the top of your heart right now. And whatever it is that's on the top of your heart right now, be present with it. Don't judge it. Don't judge yourself. And as you kind of close out, you can kind of come out of silence a little bit and put your word and your hand motion together. So whatever your one word was, you can link it with your motion and seal that activity. And I guess I'll just ask for indicators for those of you that I can see. If you feel like you're complete, yeah, that's great. Thank you. Um, so just sit and um, we'll, as we kind of close this portion of the activity, we'll sit together, pause, take a few deep breaths together, and we'll try another activity from there. So a few deep breaths, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And continue to repeat a few times. Deep breath in and out. And again, in and out through your mouth. Thank you all for trying that with me. We have another participant that's joined us, so we'll say welcome to Jean Rose. And I have next activity that I'm going to do with you is I'm going to set up a still life. And so I'll kind of move out of the camera frame and set up the still life, and you're invited to just kind of watch and observe and reflect. And following this still life, I'll say a brief closing prayer, and then we'll have some time to connect together as a group. So bear with me as I arrange my camera studio here. Today, may today there be peace within. May you trust God that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith. May you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content in knowing you are a child of God. Let this presence settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is here for each and every one of us. Amen. So I'll unmute us all. There we are. We're all unmuted. Any thoughts or reflections from looking at the still life or the hearing the prayer?
I will start because I'm excited. My heart is so full right now. I wish I could be in your presence. So here's a big virtual hug. Oh,
I'll take it. I'll take
I'm
it. We'll
feeling
all
so emotional right now, and it just feels so good. And I just, your words at the end just so resonated with me. And I'm grateful, and I'm so happy that my mom was able to join, and I have all good close friends, and just seeing the still life move. I love that. I just like to see it being built and then just coming apart, but then giving gratitude for what it was. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing. That's beautiful. The prayer is a prayer of Teresa of Avila. It's a beautiful prayer. I just found it the other day, and it feels more relevant now than when I found it a few days ago. As things evolve, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I kind of feel like I tripped over it, like stumbled over it, and it was just kind of in my path, and I'm grateful to share it all with all of you today.
It was definitely meant for a time like this. I love the still life. The lemon, I don't know, just invigorated me and seemed to be a freshness, coming anew or something. And then the colors, the hourglass color, I love that, which indicated water refreshing over me. Like I just visualize myself being at the beach and the waves just washing up on me, and God willing, we'll have that chance to do that this summer.
Yes. It's a beautiful thought and feeling. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Any other reflections, Liz? Anything from you?
I just loved watching you build it and move it, and I was very curious about the artwork. I was focused on what was there, if there was something there. So yeah, it was beautifully done.
Yeah, that painting is a painting that I believe my great uncle did. He's a minister and a painter on the West Coast. I didn't know him. My great uncle Elmer. And I've had that painting for years, and I have a similar relationship with it. Even though I see it often, it's like, well, is it a little pond of water, or is it just shapes? Is it supposed to be something? Is it not supposed to be something?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I share those same feelings, but I'm always drawn to the colors and the movement of it. I'll put it up again.
Okay.
Hold it for a moment. Let's see.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
And definitely now in that orientation, it's even a little different to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a nice signature in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
I'm really thrilled that many other people had the same experience. I mean, I know Vernee on this level, and I felt so excited to see what was possible with technology, and then this sensorial artist self of yours combining with your ministry. I feel like so nourished, and I'm not surprised that it resonated with who was here, and just trusting that, you know, all of these people who I love, this small circle, and my partner and Haven, one of my twins were here very calm. Haven became very calm and chilled out. So we had, yeah, it was very, very beautiful. Thank you.
I also have to say that I enjoyed the first meditation part that we did. You know, I was thinking what word was coming to me, and if I could, I'd like to just share that it was participation. I was going back and forth, participation, community, and I felt like participation because I'm grateful. I was just like, Liz just keeps showing up, and I just love that. My mom just keeps showing up. And so I just wanted to nurture that and keep growing that participation. So I just wanted to say I loved how you gave us this visual, and I was energetically just like feeling the universe, feeling God, feeling everybody, you know? So yeah, this was awesome.
Your word was participation, and then the action that you chose was to nourish it.
Yeah, nourish it.
That's cool. Thank you, Christine. Others, would you like to share any reflections on the first exercise?
I missed the first exercise. All of a sudden, my Zoom decided it had to reset and download a new Zoom.
Of course.
So I was late joining the party.
Well, we're glad that you were here. I think you came in at a good time because you
Yeah.
came kind of like right in as we were transitioning. It seems like somebody actually had been waiting to come in. Sorry, Astrid, that I'm late to add you in. As we start to wind down a little bit.
I'm gonna figure that out. Sorry.
Yeah.
So interesting. I didn't know what my word would be, and it came up as sadness. I'm not sure why, because I'm loving being in this group, but I also gave it space. So it was just powerful to be able to take the word, write it, and have an action with it.
All right. I think to close.
Okay. And what company is this?
This is Four Corners Yoga and Wellness. Was that Astrid, or who came on? Who asked that question?
The name was Astrid, yes.
Yeah, it's Christine Astrid.
Yeah, because I don't know why I got the call. So
Oh, it gave me the call.
I put it on the WhatsApp link just as a community connection. Eval and I are doing that. So
no, I don't.
Oh no. Okay. So to close, we'll do a few more moments of silence. I'll return everybody to mute so you can have a quiet space there. And
Yeah, it's yeah, it was like this vague message. Like, I don't know what that means.
sorry, I just muted you all. We'll just start to wind down. So we'll close with a few minutes of silence, and since the prayer seemed to resonate with so many, I'll read that again, and that'll seal the end of our time together. So you're welcome to sit comfortably, close your eyes, a few breaths for silence. Join you. May today there be peace within. May you trust God that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith. May you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content knowing you are a child of God. Let this presence settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each and every one of us. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.